Hi everyone, welcome to your week 3 of the summer 2 classes. Since we are going to be talking about your major assignment, which is your perspective portfolio, I thought I'll go ahead and do another watch me first. So, what is happening this week? This week you are actually doing a proposal for that perspective portfolio assignment. The assignment itself is for 200 points and the proposal for it is for 100 points. So think about it that the whole assignment, this major assignment, is for 300 points, which is a huge weightage for your grades. So like I said, you're going to be doing a proposal. There is going to be this watch me first that's going to be posted right on the very top, and which will guide you through all the things. So what is a perspective portfolio assignment? Basically, you are choosing one topic and you are analyzing that topic from 3 different perspectives. One has to be a research article, the other can be a news blog, documentary, YouTube video, TED Talk, any of those things, an article, a news article, but one of them has to be a research article. So let's look at it. So this is where it talks about, gives you a little bit of introduction in the other one. You have to. So what you are doing is you are going to develop an understanding of research because you're going to use a research article for this. Okay. So here is just an introduction for it. Let me go down. So I'm going to look at the roadmap that is there. Okay, so the orientation is a little hazy. So let me download this. Press the download button and I'm going to open it as a download. So here is the guide to it, right? So what are you doing? I'm going to make my window a little bit bigger so that you guys can see it. So you're going to select a topic, okay, and you're going to complete the research proposal, which is what you are doing. Basically, this is for you to develop a deeper understanding, just one topic. I have provided a list and you are going to choose one from there, or if there is a topic that you like, you need to get that approved from it. You're going to fill in the research proposal, which is the perspective proposal, and submit that. So 3 sources that represent distinct views, right? So there was one who had done a homework and they had done a student perspective, a teacher perspective, and a parent perspective. So those are 3 different perspectives, right? So you have to think about what are the different perspectives that you're looking at. One of them must be a research article and you're going to fill your proposal and submit it. This is what the main assignment looks like. So I gave you what the main assignment looks like, so you have that in mind. This is not what you are submitting, right? This is for the main assignment that you are submitting things for. This is what you're going to write about, and this is also for the main assignment that you're going to be doing. So let's look back and look at the topics now. So I'm going to go up, and here are the case study topics. So these are all the topics and you can choose any one of them. And if there is another topic that you want to choose, you let me know and I am happy to look into it and let you know if this is a good topic or not. So these are the topics that you have. So I'm going to go back. What all do we have? We have the, let me mark it so that you guys can see. We have an introduction to it. We have just a little bit of an overview here. The main one that you're really looking at that gives you more information is the roadmap. Then what you have is all your topics. Okay, so now what is the main thing here is what do you, so this is the assignment in the Word document, right? So let's look at this one. what are you going to be doing? You're going to submit is what is your topic, right? And then a brief explanation about it. Again, you're going to talk about what is the source that you have. It says rubric criteria, and you'll see it in just a minute, like the type of source that you have. All of these are going to have your answers here. So this is where you are briefly state and explain your topic. You're going to talk about your source, why are you choosing it, and your APA link. We're going to talk about APA also in a minute. Again, the source and everything. And then one has to be a research-based article. I'm actually going to show you an example, which is going to be, this is the rubric. So here are the rubric criterias, and here is the scoring of it. Okay, it says 80 points, but you're actually being graded from 100 points. Okay, so it just transforms into 100 points. The rubric is made out of 80 points. But what I really want to do is look at an example. So you see, it's my answer. This is my topic. This is a brief explanation of it. Here is my news article. That's what I used. And here is the explanation for it. And here is the source for it. And I actually give a workable link. You have to give a workable link. And then here is my opinion essay. And then here it is. And this is my article that I found out, and then this is the summary of the article and the key components, and here is the APA formatting. I also did an extra one, how a TED Talk video would look like. So this is the TED Talk, and this is what I used for it. Now, upload a copy of your article, 5 points. So you have to upload a copy of your research article with it. A PDF has to be uploaded. Your Dropbox allows you to do multiple submissions. Okay. So here is all of this is your assignment. This is updated. This is the rubric. And we're going to talk about this in just a minute. And then here is the Dropbox that you are going to submit. On your schedule, on your course schedule, there are 2 assignments. The perspective portfolio proposal is due on Thursday, and then you have a discussion board. I decided to remove that discussion board because you guys have been working very hard. So instead of that discussion board, I have another extra credit for you guys to do, which is through the Padlet again. So you can look at it. If you want to do it, it is completely optional. There is no things, examples are there on it. Okay. So when I talk about looking at research articles, how do I really look at research articles? So I'll very quickly show you how to do that so that you have that understanding also. So when you go to the Moffitt Library, this is the Moffitt Library page. You go to Research Database. And what I really like to do is use the Gale 1 file. So you click on G, and this is the Gale Academic 1 file. When you click on this one, your article has to be peer reviewed. If it is not peer reviewed, then you do not get any points, right? So when you come to this, if you are not on the MSU thing, you would have to log in. So give me a minute and I'm going to log in. So when I logged in, it brought me to this page. So now here I am going to put, let's say I want to search about manipulatives plus math plus school. That's what I want to look at. Okay, and I just press, and here is, I get a pros and cons one. Over here on this side, you have a button that you can click, which is the peer reviewed button right over here. So I can click that button, peer reviewed, and then I will only get peer reviewed articles that come up, which are actually journal articles. So I want to find one that is not too lengthy, but if it is 1 page or 2 page, then it is not an article. Now, I only got 4 articles, but if I change it, let's say I am just changing it to manipulatives. I get 20 articles. Academic articles are these many articles are there. And once I press that, I have 26,000 articles to choose from. So choose what do you like. There are some really funny ones that come up, but you need to know which you are doing it, right? I want to choose math manipulatives. I'm a math person. So these are really great ones that come up, and it also tells you whether it's peer reviewed or not. Peer reviewed means that it has been read by experts before it was published. Okay. Now there is interlibrary loan that you can use if you want to do it, if you know about it. If not, just click on full text and you will get the articles that you really want to do it. Google Scholar is another way to actually search your articles. You can also search for articles on Google, but remember, if it is New York Times, a blog, or any of those things, it is not a peer-reviewed article. It needs to be from a journal to be a peer-reviewed article. Okay. So let's go back. What's happening week 3? You only have one assignment in week 3, which is your perspective portfolio proposal, which you are putting in. The reason we are doing that is so that I can check your references. I can talk to you about if this topic is good and you need any changes, because I don't want you to lose 200 points, right? So that's one of the biggest reasons we are doing this. Here is some resources for you guys to understand what is research, how this research is defined, how do you read articles, and all of those things, right? Here is an APA formatting. In education, all references are actually done in APA, not in MLA anymore. So what you can do is you can look at APA formatting, how to do it, but there are also, you can generate it, you can just Google online generator for APA, and that will also happen. I will also show you a trick here. So this is that page that you have, right? So when you click on any article, I'm going to click on an article. When I click on this article, on this side, look over here, it talks about cite. Click on this and you can actually get the citation. Isn't that great? This link is incorrect because it should be a DOI link, okay? Because this is logged in into my account, so it actually messes up if I use the link. I would strongly recommend only using this and for your paper. So that is what is another way to get your APA citations. So there is thought here, because you're choosing a topic, you are thinking about your 3 lenses that you want to use to analyze that topic, because you're going to write about it next week. So those are 3 lenses that you're going to do. And then you are going to use this assignment, the Word document, to submit it in this Dropbox. Okay. Here is the rubric. Here is an example. I highly recommend looking at the example, seeing, because you have to, how do I write this? How do I present this? So this example gives you an idea of it. Now, another thing that is there is an extra credit, completely optional if you want to do it or not. So that is completely your choice. Best of luck. I am here if you have any questions to ask. I am here to support your success. So let me know if you have any questions.